Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let 'Em Ride. In this video, I'm going to be going over the two-game slate for the WNBA tomorrow night on June 14th. I'm going to give you all my analysis for each of these games, let you in on which way I'm leaning as far as points and spread, and any final plays that I'm rolling with for these games will be listed down below in the pinned comment later on, so be sure that you check back in to see if you want to ride along with me or if you want to fade me. At the time of this recording, the Seattle Storm have just beaten the Dallas Wings 92-84, so that cashes our last pick of -7 Seattle. That's 5 in a row now for the WNBA, guys. What a great start to these WNBA videos. So let's keep that energy going into these next ones here. Let's get at it. All right, we have the Los Angeles Sparks taking on the Minnesota Lynx. Lynx are laying 13.5 in this one, over-under sitting at 160 currently at the time of recording. Opened up at 162.5. I like it going down. We'll talk about that here in a minute. The Sparks, though, they come into this one at 4-8. They're 4-7-1 against the number. The Lynx 9-3, 10-2 against the number. These two met for the first time just last Wednesday. The Lynx rolled LA 86-82. They led 27-12 after one quarter of play, and by as many as 28 at one point. The Sparks shot a miserable 26% from the field, 14% from three in that one. The Lynx are the only team currently in the W to rank in the top 3 in both offensive and defensive rating, and they have a league-leading net rating of 12.9. The Sparks, on the other hand, rank in the bottom 4 in both offensive and defensive rating, and they are 10th in net rating at -6.8. This spread is bigger than I like personally, but Minnesota has won often, and they've won big this year. 8 of their 9 wins have been by double digits. 6 of those have been 13-point or more dubs. The lone victory that they didn't win by double digits, that was a 9-point win. Man, no big deal, right? The Sparks won 2 straight before getting smoked by the Storm. But one of those came against an injury-depleted Wings team, and the other against a Vegas squad that is just reeling currently, struggling on defense, and they're just desperately missing Chelsea Gray. I'm leading Minnesota laying the 13.5 here, but I'm going to look at the first half and try to cut that number in half just to play it a little safe, most likely, if I make a play on this one. I'm leaning under here, and more specifically looking at the Sparks team total under. The Lynx shut them down with their superb D in the first meeting, and I can't see this one going any better for the Sparks, being on the road this time around on top of it. All right, for our second and final game of the evening, we have the Chicago Sky taking on the Washington Mystics. The Sky are laying 2 points in this one, and the over-under is sitting at 157.5. Chicago is just 2-6 straight up. They are 3-5 to the number over their last 8 games now, while the Mystics are coming in with a 1-day rest advantage, and they're coming off their first win of the year in Atlanta this past Tuesday. The return of Brittany Sykes was huge for Washington. She put up 18 points. She shot 4 of 6 from deep with a plus-minus of 20, and this was all in just 14 minutes of play. Insane. That's where the good news comes to an end for Washington. She is now listed as out for Friday. She tweaked her left foot, the same one with the high ankle sprain. This was early in the fourth quarter. She just made an awkward step, and she will now be out indefinitely. What a tough break for the Mystics. Chicago has struggled lately, but they played Connecticut tight in their last outing, keeping it close until the end, and then Connecticut was able to pull away. Thankfully, as we had them -7.5, and they made us sweat it out for that cash. But anyways, Angel Reese has been phenomenal. She's had 4 straight double-doubles. She's averaging 14 points, 11 boards in her last 5 games. Hey, I like the Sky here in a get-right situation. The Mystic have to be reeling after having Brittany Sykes back, her going off, and then having her snatched right back away with injury again. And Chicago has been decent on the road to start the season. 3 of their 4 wins have come away from Chicago. The Sky shot 38% overall and only 7% from deep when these two teams met last Thursday. They still managed to pull out an 8-point victory. So I like them laying 2 in this one. For the total, I got to lean under in this one. The Mystics just really haven't shown us the ability to score the ball consistently and effectively without Sykes on the floor, and now they are without her once again. And despite the Sky playing at the 3rd fastest pace in the W, they are 5-2 to the under in their last 7. And the under has cashed in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. So yeah, I'm going to lean under on this one. All right, that's just about going to wrap us up here for another episode of Let 'Em Ride. Make sure you check down into that pinned comment later on so you can get my plays that I'm rolling with for these games here. And you can choose if you want to ride along or if you want to fade me. I just wanted to say real quick that I appreciate the support that I've seen so far on the channel. I've had a really fun time making these videos for you guys, and I hope that you guys are enjoying them as well, that you've been able to gather some information that you didn't know before. I hope they've been helpful, and just some kind of a source for you guys to come back to utilize and analyze the data before you place your bets. With that said, if you enjoyed what you've seen so far, you like what we're doing here, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'm going to keep coming with content for you guys every single day. And please share if you don't mind, if you're able to. I greatly appreciate it. And that's going to do it. I'll see you guys on the next one.